Today I want to share with you 3 signs that God is trying to communicate with you. Do you know that as a believer, there are certain times that God is trying to communicate with you, God is trying to get your attention, but you are distracted by different reasons. Now, what are these 3 things that when you see, you will know that indeed God is trying to speak to you? Number 1, when you lose your peace. You see, your peace is very important, and it's a signal and a pointer that God is trying to communicate with you. Most times when you lose your peace about a certain matter, God is trying to tell you, don't go ahead with it. God will be trying to tell you, seek me more. God can also be trying to tell you, don't go ahead with that particular matter. Your peace is very important. Whenever you lose your peace, it's a sign that God is trying to communicate with you. Number 2, when you begin to see unusual happenings around you that are trying to get your attention repeatedly. Let me explain. For instance, Moses, every time he has been going to the bush, to take care of the cattle. For this particular day, when he got to the place where he do take care of this cattle, he saw a bush burning with flames, but he discovered that the leaves were not being cut. God had to create that kind of circumstance so that he can get Moses' attention. Sometimes some of you go out in the morning and you begin to see, just within the next 3 minutes, you are seeing people wear the same color of your shirt. Sometimes they use a particular material of your shirt that you just enter a bus, you see that, you take your left, you see that, you get to your office, you see that, you try to eat, you see that. Most of the time when you see this kind of things repeatedly, it's a sign that God is trying to talk to you. Sometimes it can happen in numbers. You can be discover, for instance, everybody that want to talk to you may have a particular number. For instance, maybe somebody called you, you can discover that the ending of that number is number 9. You may go to work, you buy the church card, you discover that there are so many 9s in the number. You get to the work, they are doing count and discover that they pick number 9 for you. You meet a friend and you begin to discuss, and funny enough, he tells you that he was born on the 9th month. You see, these kind of occurrences, they are not usual. They are not the normal things that you see on your normal daily activities. When you begin to see signs like this, something that is very unusual, trying to get your attention, know that it may be that God is trying to get your attention. Number 3 is when you begin to hear your name and you look back and you discover that nobody is calling you. Sometimes when that experience begins to happen to you, it can be a sign that God is trying to get your attention. How many of you remember the story of Samuel in the Bible? When he began to hear his name as he was sleeping close to the ark, he went to meet Eli different times, and Eli said, the next time you hear that voice, say, here I am. Now, what am I trying to communicate with you? Sometimes when you hear those kind of voice, it can be your angel trying to whisper to you. It can be God also trying to get your attention. These are the signs that when you see, it may definitely mean that God is trying to get your attention. If you've ever had any of this experience, please share with us on the comment section. Don't forget to please subscribe to this YouTube channel, give it a like, and share this video to your friend. Thank you.